How's it going, estate planning attorneys? So today I want to talk about the 3 elements that you need to make sure you have on your website if you're about to build a new website. There are a total of 9 that I talk about, and you can get all 9 in a free checklist I have below. But let's look at the top 3. Let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at the top 3 things to consider when you're building your website. Again, there are 9 of these things total. I suggest that you download the free checklist I have below this video, but we're going to go ahead and dive in. All right, so the first thing that I want to talk about, and this is more of a bonus item, is tracking. So a lot of people, I think, don't take this into account when they're building a website, and it's great to do this from the beginning because then you're going to have even more data. So if you're not tracking all of the events that are happening on your website, and you're advertising, then you don't really know what's going on and you're flying blind. So I highly suggest that you are tracking all the events on your website. Things that we track on our website are form submissions, phone calls, and also the top pages that are being visited, so we can make sure that those pages are conversion friendly. So you definitely want to track pages. And I'm just going to navigate out of here really quick to show you what kind of tracking interface you can use. So Google Analytics is what we recommend. It's free to use. It's super easy to install, but it provides a wealth of information when it comes to tracking on your website. So you can see here, just at a glance on this one page, I can see that in the past 7 days, I've had 1,600 page views on our site. These are the top pages being visited. We actually run a few sites out of this account. So there's this family law marketing secret site. There's one of our landing pages that are being visited. Our home page is being visited. So right there, I already have some valuable information. There have been 681 people visit that page. If it's not producing leads for me, then I need to go ahead and take a look at that page and see why. My homepage has a lot of views also. Is that producing for me? Where are those people coming from? These are all questions that you can answer with this tool. So this is another report that you have. I can see that I have a lot of traffic coming from display. I have a lot of people coming directly to my site. I have some people coming from social media. I have some people coming from paid search. So this thing gives you a ton of information that you can then take action upon and improve your website. So again, if you're not tracking your website, I highly suggest that you do so. And Google Analytics is the first step that you need to make sure you have on your site if you're building a new one, or even if you have an existing site and you're looking to improve it. Because without the data, you don't know what to improve. All right, so we're going to go back into the presentation. So the next thing is ultimately your website was built to get new customers or get people to get in contact with you. So the biggest question you can ask is your website conversion friendly? And we're going to talk about 3 different things to make sure that your website is conversion friendly. So the first one is, and I'm going to show you examples of all these things, don't worry, is make sure that there is a form above the fold on every page. I'll talk more about this in a few slides. Make sure that the phone number is clearly visible and it's throughout the page, meaning it's not just in one place, you have it in multiple locations so people have multiple chances to get in contact with you. And the third thing, and I think this is one of the most important things as well, is prioritize your main or most profitable practice area on your homepage and be clear about it. So don't get cute with cool sayings, and I'll show you what that means also. And sorry, I may sound a little intense about this, but it's just such an important topic, and I really like talking about this stuff. So attention spans are getting shorter. This is a slide I pulled from a presentation I did with Google a few years back, but I really like it because it shows how people have evolved and how short their attention spans are. So in 2000, humans had a 12-second attention span. Goldfish were sitting at 9 seconds, and in 2013, which is quite a while ago, it was 8 seconds for humans. So we are worse than goldfish, and I believe now it's probably even worse because social media, scrolling, all kinds of things that come into play with people's attention spans. So that being said, actually, I'm going to go back one slide before you look at that. What we're going to do is I want to play a game with you on this next page. I want you to tell me what these people do when we get to their site, and I want you to try and do it in under 8 seconds. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 8 seconds starting now. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this video. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to our channel by clicking the button below. And if you want us to help you grow your law firm, you can book a call with me in the comments section below. Let's get back to the video. That was about 8 seconds. Sorry, maybe 5. My attention span's too short to wait. But I want you to tell me what these people do just by glancing at their website. And I've done this quite a few times in a few presentations. And what I've heard from people is tax law. I personally thought they did immigration because of the Statue of Liberty. I've heard family law. I've heard business. I've heard all kinds of things. But looking at this site, this is a really nice looking site. It was built by a really reputable company. Scorpion built this site. They build really beautiful websites. I have nothing against their websites. But what I will say about this site is it has focused so much on looking cool and sounding cool that you don't really know what these people do, because their main practice area is personal injury. Now, I would have never guessed that, and if I was looking for a car accident attorney and these people came up, I would be like, saving the American dream, they're immigration attorneys, let me leave. So you can see how important it is to, number one, prioritize your main practice area on the homepage, and make sure that that's your most profitable practice area, because typically your homepage is going to get the most organic traffic or most direct traffic. So you want to make sure that it does a great job of turning your most important clients or clicks into those clients. So again, this is a really good example of a beautiful website, a cool saying, saving the American dream, but not hitting the nail on the head when it comes to converting visitors into leads. So do not do what this person is doing. Even though this looks great, again, it's not going to be the most conversion friendly. Now, some of the things that are good on this page is they do have chat in the bottom right hand corner, so that's good. They do have a phone number in the top right hand corner, that's good. The begin consultation today, it's a button. Buttons do look a little more attractive than forms, but we've tested this many times, and forms above the fold tend to convert a little higher. I'll show you what that means in 2 slides here. So we're going to play another game on this next one. You're going to tell me what these people do. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Any questions? Any ideas? So these people do family law. At least they say family in the headline there. But a few things about this site that are problematic. Number one, it doesn't say the location of where these people serve, and they are serving ads to this page. So having the location helps. Number two, there's no phone number in the top right-hand corner. It's in the top left, and it is pretty small. And number three, on mobile, when you collapse this site down, the writing is hard to see because the picture becomes a little bit lighter, and that's white writing. So that's another thing to consider. It's not really one of the items we're meant to talk about in this video, but making sure it's mobile friendly is important. So I want to show you a site, and I'll talk about the 3 items on this site that is done very effectively. So this is a site that we did for one of our clients. I know, pat ourselves on the back, but again, these are just simple conversion practices, and we've tested this stuff many times. So the elements I want to point out on this site are number one, the headline. So Louisiana estate planning, probate, and tax attorneys. You know exactly what they do, and you know exactly where they are. Okay, Louisiana, I know that's kind of broad, but she does service the entire state. So right off the bat, you have what they do and where they are. Number two, there are 3 methods of conversion above the fold here. Number one, you have live chat in the left-hand corner. So if you want to chat with them, you can. And believe it or not, a lot of people actually do take that option. Number two conversion method is the form. So without scrolling, and this is what it means to be above the fold, you don't have to scroll to see the form. It's right there at the top of the page, and it says get a free 15-minute consultation. It says the value proposition right there. And the third conversion method is in the top right-hand corner. There's a phone number that is clickable when it goes to mobile, and this is at the very top of the page. So again, you have 3 ways to convert. You know exactly what they do, and you know exactly where they are. So very straightforward. If someone has a short attention span, right off the bat, you know exactly what's going on. You don't even have to scroll to know what these people do and how to get a hold of them. So that's what I mean by being conversion friendly when it comes to a website. Now, I know that this seems pretty simple, seems pretty straightforward, but again, this has been tested over and over again, and it does show that layouts like this convert higher. Now, I'm not saying other ones don't. I just encourage you to A/B test everything you do. So if you're building a new website, first of all, make sure you have analytics on there so you know what's happening on your site. Because for all you know, your site's converting great and you don't have to change much. Number two, make sure you have a very clear, concise call to action and people know what you do. And make sure that all of your conversion methods are above the fold so people don't have to work to convert into clients. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.